So I'm a little late on this, but last week Nintendo made the announcement that one of their mobile games, Dr. Mario World, was going to close or end its service on November 1st, 2021. And now this game came out about 2 years ago in 2019. And Mario Kart Tour came out about 2 months after it, and that really overshadowed its release. See, Mario Kart Tour is still going with lots of updates, and there's a lot of people playing it. Well, Dr. Mario World never had a lot of people to begin with. It is Nintendo's lowest mobile game in terms of revenue. I believe it only made about $6 million, which to you and me that may sound like a lot, but compared to their other mobile games, such as Fire Emblem Heroes, which made about $30 million, it's a very low compared to those. And so I get why the service is shutting down, but really it is a bummer to those that are playing it, and like me and the fans on the few fans on Reddit and such that are still playing it, because this was actually a really solid puzzle game. Now, unlike the other Dr. Mario games, in this game, you're actually able to take your time to put the pills where you want to go, and there's a lot of strategy involved. So it's kind of a chill, relaxed game that you can pick up and play when you have some downtime for just a few minutes or so. And over time, they added a lot of different things you could do, besides the main story area. You could go to these clinic events where you had special stages to fix a character. You had the daily boosters. And of course, the multiplayer, too, was a lot of fun as well, versing other people. And the really cool thing about this Mario game is that, like Nintendo's other mobile games, such as Mario Kart Tour, there's a lot of different unique characters that you haven't seen in other Mario games before. I mean, they have a Dr. Wiggler, they have a Dr. Dolphin, they have a Dr. Baby Wario. It's all kind of different doctors. And it's really unique to see all these different characters you would normally not see in other Nintendo games. And I like that each doctor has its own unique power-up, and you also have assistants that you can choose. It adds a lot of strategy to the game. And I get why not a lot of people played this, because they kind of, when it first came out, they kind of said, okay, well, this is just a Candy Crush clone. There's other mobile games like this. There's hundreds of other mobile games like this. But this really has that Nintendo flair to it and that Nintendo polish. Like I said, there's a lot of strategy involved with putting the different pills on the stage. And, it's Dr. Mario. I really enjoy the game, and I'm really going to miss it. And I really hate that they're getting rid of it. This seems to be the case with their mobile games. I don't know if anyone remembers Miitomo, but Miitomo was Nintendo's first app for mobile devices, and that was a really cool, kind of networking thing that I would keep up with my family with, and that got taken away. And I get why they're getting taken away. I get why that's taken away. I get why Dr. Mario World is getting taken away. Didn't make a lot of money. Not a lot of people were playing it. People just didn't really give it a chance. They pick up and play it for, maybe like 10 or so stages, and then they were done with it. But those that have stuck with it, really appreciate the updates and all the different characters you can unlock and all the different enhancements that they did to make this game, feel worthwhile. Now, it is free to play, but of course, like other mobile games of this type, you can spend diamonds to get doctors or buy more capsules, which I've spent my money a few times on this game, not a whole lot. because I really enjoyed the game and I did want to support the developer, so I have spent a little bit of money here and there. But you are able to unlock the doctors, with currency and tickets you earn in game. You don't have to pay money to get the doctors. But there's just so much to this game that not a lot of people appreciated. To me, it's the best Dr. Mario game. The multiplayer is frantic and fun, which I know I'm not showing the multiplayer off right now, but it is pretty frantic. And you'd think with all these levels that you would get tired of the gameplay, but the developers really do a good job of changing up the different ways that you collect the viruses or the coins, whatever you need to collect. And for a while now, they've also had this power boost rally, which allows you to complete the stages easier. So there was a lot of love put into this game, despite the fact that it looks like a Candy Crush clone or a clone of one of those other mobile games. And when you look into the future of Nintendo games for mobile, how much longer is Mario Kart Tour going to last, or Fire Emblem Heroes, or Animal Crossing Pocket Camp? And for those that spent their money on these games, do they feel like they've wasted their money because the service is shutting down? But I guess it's like that with any type of free-to-play game or game that requires a service. Like Fortnite, I'm sure people have pumped hundreds and hundreds of hours into Fortnite. Well, one day that might shut down. I mean, you never know. That's the thing. You just got to be careful with these microtransactions in games. But what's really unfortunate is that I'm really, I'm all about preserving video game history. And pretty soon, this game is going to be lost to time, and no one's really, going to know it exists. I wish that they had set it up so that you'd be able to play these levels offline in some way. Everything's connected to a server, so you actually cannot play this game without an internet connection, which was kind of another issue for people possibly not playing. You always have to have an ongoing internet connection at all times. And so I really wish they had, set it up so that you could play it offline. So that way, when the servers get shut down, you can still play the game. Or maybe it would be great if they'd release like this game with all its levels. Maybe like the Nintendo Switch eShop. It's highly unlikely they'll do that. But it's just a thought. Just to preserve that gaming history of Nintendo, that history when they had the mobile games. Like, look at Miitomo. That's pretty much lost to time. You're never going to be able to play that again. And I know Nintendo's mobile games are not as big as, say, their Switch first-party games or such and that. But they're still quality games. Yes, they're full of microtransactions. But you expect that with any Nintendo game. I mean, Super Mario Run came out and cost $10. And not a lot of people played that. Like, they didn't really make a lot of money off of that. So they kind of had to go this route. Now, did they have to release mobile games? No. But, they're a company and it is a good revenue for them. But it is nice to be able to play Nintendo games on something that's, not a Nintendo device. A phone is something that almost everyone has. So anyone could pick up and play, this Dr. Mario World game. And and now it's no longer going to be available. So yeah, it's really a bummer, and I know if you haven't played the game or didn't really care for much for it, that you're not going to care that it's closing, and that's fine. But I'm going to continue to play the game until it shuts down. Because like I said, the versus mode, even if you get stuck on the main levels, I mean, the versus mode is still a lot of fun to rank up and such and get rewards for that. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about this. And if you've played the game, what are your thoughts about Dr. Mario World shutting down, or the future of Nintendo mobile games in general? As always, thanks for watching.